And because we're women, I want to remind you this as well. It has to be one goal. Now, as women, and there are not many men in the room right now, so I probably can say this just women to women, who would agree we are secretly very proud of the fact that we can multitask? And we know that men can't multitask. Who has said to their husband, can you feed the dog and put out the trash? And they panic. Which one do you want me to do? You know, we just poke a hole in that trash and we feed the dog as we're putting out that trash. I mean, that's how we roll as women. But while you're applauding this, I want to say to you this. What works for us as moms and as household managers, multitasking actually works against us in business. Because we think we're super women and we think that we can run our business, promote out to director. We can also take a class in flower arranging, and the kids say, can we adopt a puppy? And we think, yeah, we can handle that as well. And all of a sudden, our attention is directed in all sorts of different directions. I'm telling you this, I've been here for 2 days. Some of you don't even know right now which is your bank of elevators, right? I mean, I saw it last night. We've been here for 2 days. Because I don't know what we were doing. Were we out shopping or at a Sulpata party when God gave out the GPS? But we're all wandering around, where's my room? You know, it says it, floor 1 to floor, 27 to 30. But most of us are like, which is my room? And even when we get up to our floor, we always turn in the wrong direction. And we're just thankful that the hotel has put some artwork out there. So when we come across the wall, we can say, I do like it. And we can go in the opposite direction to our room. So here's the thing. We think we're super women, and we are. But you can't multitask goals. You can't multitask goals. You have to have one goal. And when you get that goal, you set another goal. And when you go back to your representatives, you need to be able to say, I have decided exactly what I am going to achieve in my business this year. I am definitely going to get that new kitchen. This is the year I'm going to get that dream kitchen so that when I walk in, everything is MasterChef. And then when you get that goal, because I want to explain something to you that is so important as leaders. And to do so, I want to tell you a story. A few years ago, I was invited to attend a leadership conference, and it was at the most amazing, exotic location. And as I arrived at the resort, and I have never forgotten where I come from and what this business has done for me. So every time when I turned up at the Cosmopolitan, it's yes, I can't believe that I'm here, and all the things that I'm going to be able to have by being in this amazing hotel. So the next morning, I turned up at the leadership meeting, and the room seemed a little bit flat, and that was kind of surprising to me. So I started pretty much how I started this event. You know, what is it? Why are you here? What is the one thing you want to achieve from your business this year? And the answer I got over and over was, I just want to learn from you how to help my team. I just want you to teach me how to motivate my team. I just want you to help me, how can I get my leaders to actually work a little more? And all these questions were coming. And nobody could give me one thing that they wanted to achieve from their business this year. I knew who the top leader was. So I said to her, I bet you have a goal. She said the same thing. My goal is just to help all of them. So I decided that we had to work through that. And this is such a lesson to you when you sign a new representative. You can never take one step towards training until you've found that goal, because we are driven by our why. She looked at me. She said, I really just want to learn how to help my team. So I said, but you have to come up with just one thing. And she said, well, I have a beautiful home. Everyone was going, yeah, her house is beautiful. Everything's fabulous. She had completely forgotten what got her to where she was. She'd forgotten that you cannot be inspiring unless you're inspired. Our number one role as leaders is to be an inspiration for every representative who joins Sulpata so that they will want to be like us. And we have to run our business the way we expect them to. Well, finally she said, well, I have a beautiful house, but it's out on acreage. and I probably need to do something about the backyard. And that was all I had, so I kept on at her. I said, okay, what is it that you're going to do? And she said, well, I guess I need to do some landscaping. Tell me about the landscaping. Well, I'm thinking of maybe I'll put a patio in front of the house. So tell me about the patio. Well, I'm thinking maybe I should have the patio the whole width of the house so that no matter where you are in the house, you can step outside onto it. And she started to formulate this goal in her head, and we're encouraging her, and what are you going to do? And all of a sudden, I could see her lights go on, and she said, and I know what, I'm going to have an outdoor kitchen out there so that we can have everybody over, we can have our team meetings, people are getting excited. And then she said, and a pizza oven. I'm going to put a pizza oven in, a pizza oven. And the whole room started to light up. And what happened, we decided to go back and redo the whole goal thing again. Because once she had lost that, you know what, I have everything, this business has been good for me, but it's just another trip, and I've been there before, and you're going to love it. When it stops being about what you're going to do, and actually you realize that your number one role is to be a role model who sets the pace that everybody can look up to, that's when the magic happens. So before you leave conference, come up with a goal so powerful that it makes your heart leap, because I promise you, it will put every little doubt, disappointment, downturn, everything into perspective. And then you commit to that goal. You commit to growing your business. Because here's the thing in Sulpata, there are no half measures when it comes to being successful. You either want it or you don't. And if you want it, you'll find a way to make it happen. If you don't, you'll find an excuse. But you can't make money and excuses at the same time. Isn't that true? You can't give yourself a little excuse. You know, we all know there is competition out there. We all know that there is room to improve, and social media and technology and digital, all the things that can actually happen. But the most important thing for us as leaders is to focus on what we can control in our business. Because think about it. There are 7 billion people on this planet, and the stars cannot all align just to us, so that conditions for us become absolutely perfect. It's never going to happen. There's always going to be some challenge or another challenge. But if you make a commitment to your goal, I want it, I deserve it, I can do it, and I will do it, it will happen. And you can have everything your own way when you get your own planet. But at this point, we work with what we have, and things work for us. We commit. And you don't say, can I or can't I achieve the SOAR trip this year? Or can I or can't I become a sterling manager this year? You say, will I or won't I? Will I or won't I?